Hello and welcome to my channel. Today for this video I decided to just do a couple of face ups and decided to do a more different style. I believe it's called more like a water paint or just a more painting type style, but I just wanted to experiment just a little bit here and there to just show you just a little bit something different but still trying to keep my style a little bit of the same. For this first one, this was absolutely experimentation. I didn't really have a goal set for what I wanted for this. I just wanted to make a character that looked, I guess, I don't know what type of vibe I was looking for, but I believe at first it was like a sinister type character who was like rude and always on her phone, but eventually the style or the vibe of the character absolutely changed just in general, and you'll see that right here. At first I was going for like a character that wears glasses, but I decided to change it because it looked so much like Markiplier that it was just giving me a little bit of creepies. I don't know why, but I was just like, this looked way too close to Markiplier, so I eventually do change it, and you'll see the changes later on. So as you see, one of the first things I made different was the eye color. I decided to give them like heterochromia just because I thought it would be fun and interesting. I don't really do a lot of characters with it. I absolutely like seeing it on people or like just on characters in general. To me, it makes them look really interesting. It don't just make them blend in, or just it shows that they're like some type of main character in like a show or anime or something. So I did try to give them eyes like some detail and stuff. I tried adding blush. As you see, I kept correcting the nose to try to get it somewhat looking good. I absolutely love the lips, and I just like highlighting lips sometimes, and so I do that for all my other characters, but of course I try to keep it simple or different with the lip shapes, just to make sure like I'm not just doing the exact same thing over and over again. For the highlights for the hair, I tried my best. I tried to do what I did the last time with the like elements of water thing. It didn't turn out as good as I thought. Now for this, I tried to do like dark and like highlights on the face, but eventually I do just give up and just scrap it all and just put like a nice background in the back, so you will definitely see that coming up. The phone is replicant of my phone, but if you don't notice about me, I do not like Apple, but overall I just like this drawing in general, and this was definitely the inspiration that set up everything else. Alright, the second one's immediately after the first one, and I had like a little bit of practice, so I knew kinda what I wanted to do a little bit, but I still do mess up differently, because I'm just trying to experiment with just different things and trying to get different things down. But for this first one, you can clearly see I did a little bit more of the body, and I tried to do more with the hands. I wanted to give just like, originally supposed to be like a tsundere character, or like an overall just, I guess, sweet, sour on the outside but sweet on the inside type character, but in the end they come out like being like an absolutely chill person. I don't know why, my art just changed my sketch personality just totally. And you'll see what I did with the hair. I absolutely love the hair and the earrings. One thing I had trouble with was making the earrings not blend in with the hair. And of course, you know, for this character they are like darker skinned. No, they're not extremely tanning. They're just a darker skinned character who likes to dye their hair a lot. I tend to see this a lot at my school, and I absolutely loved it ever since I was a kid. So I definitely just wanted to show that a little bit more than just having like a Asian character just absolutely like spray paint their skin darker. It's weird to me. For the outfit, I still decided to go like the same school outfit as the guy from before. I decided just to make it as if they go to like one school together, just to make stuff less complicated and less like I have to think so much for the outfits and overall just everything else. And you can see right here that these stars, like the earrings, completely just mesh with the hair. I believe I noticed it later on and I just decided to just straight up change it. But one thing I absolutely do love is the lips on this character and the mole on the character's face. One thing about like women of color faces, I do like making sure they're as most expressive as possible, whether that's on the lips, the eyes, or just simply the eyebrows. And I just like to make something that is very prominent because I absolutely just love black women's faces in general. After I make the hair a little bit, after I make the stars on the hair just a little bit more distinguished, I decided to add my shading to the hair, more like my highlights, and I just decided to add a cute little blush. Before I start shaving like other things and makeup, and overall just finishing it up. This was definitely my favorite out of all of them, and of course I give her like a little raise, just like the first character. I decided to make her like more of a sunshine type person compared to him, where it's like you can see this like a different aura. And basically, that's it for the second one. So, some of you might recognize this last one, basically because this is a redraw of a character I did have done, I believe, in my drawing characters aesthetics video. Her design will be popped up in the top left corner of the screen, basically because I wanted to just recreate her in this type of like drawing because she absolutely deserves it. I tried to do a little bit even on her drawing, but I don't even think I did it justice, so I wanted to bring it back. Um, for her, she was an absolutely mean character in my head, and this was the only one that actually decided to carry through all the way throughout. I do like mean characters sometimes, but sometimes I feel like a lot of shows overdo it. So I definitely wanted to make her like a mean character, but like she's pretty okay with certain things. She's not mean to the point where she's dumb, basically. A lot of characters tend to be like, oh, they're mean, but they're also like a meathead or something. And I don't really like those characters. Like, you can still be like a little bit bitchy and have like some common sense. But after I try to get the shading down, I go with the hair and the clothing and the jewelry, and overall just try to make this character overall just fun person to draw. I love the hair for it, so I still try to keep the exact same everything from the drawing in the top left, and I just wanted to make everything a little bit more spicier, I guess you could say. After I give her her red eyes, I decided to shade on her dress. And one thing I did change for the dress is I added some sparkles onto it, mainly just because it's just her butch and up showing. I want to make it to where it looks something on her sparkles and not it wasn't just like her jewelry. Of course, I decided to keep her punk lip gloss and make her jewelry more prominent, like the spikes and stuff for it. And I decided to furrow her brow even more to where she's like frowning at you a whole lot. And I just decided to add some cute little sparkles because, maybe she deserves it. Maybe she done something to her dress needs to be pretty. Who knows? I love her red eyes and I love her freckles along with the just absolute like piles of blush she adds like to her cheeks, and I just love it overall. And I just had to add some black, just some black to where she like blends it out with the blush. And of course, she has like a cutesy, type background. That's her feel overall. And that's basically it for these three. Alright, that's it for my portrait drawing today. Have anything else to say, please comment down below. Anything else to see, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.